Hey guys, and welcome to our review for Isle of Dogs, directed by Wes Anderson, starring...
Go ahead, do it.
Bryan Cranston, Koyu Rankin, Edward Norton, Bob Balaban, Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum, Kunichi Nomura, Greta Gerwig, Frances McDormand, Scarlett Johansson, Harvey Keitel, F. Murray Abraham, Tilda Swinton. I ran out of space, but I think Ving Rhames is in there, or not Ving Rhames.
Greta Gerwig?
The narrator.
Frances McDormand?
Oh, I know him.
Anyways,
Yoko Ono.
there's a lot of people
Yoko
in
Ono.
it. Yoko Ono's in it.
Yeah.
But my name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick,
Oh, Isle of Dogs. Man.
You do? I like him.
Tyler Switowski,
I love dogs.
You do? I like him.
and Adam Franey.
Island of Dogs,
There you
more
go.
like.
Tim, can
So,
you give a
Scott.
synopsis of Isle of Dogs for the viewers?
Yes.
It's awkward.
In the near future, Mayor
Kinda awkward.
Kobayashi of Megasaki, Japan,
Excuse me?
has decreed that all dogs are to be quarantined on Trash Island. 6 months later, young Atari crash lands his plane on the island and begins his search for Spots, his beloved dog.
That was sport.
Search for Spot. Star Trek pun.
Get it?
Come on,
So-
guys.
This is Wes Anderson. It's animated stop motion.
Mm.
We got talking animals.
What is this?
Now,
shit.
Tim, I want to know what
Yeah.
you think of this movie.
The
I
five.
have to
You
know.
want to know what I
I
think?
have to
Fucking
know.
five.
I'm going to go last. How about that? No, I'll go.
How about that?
You fucking.
I really enjoyed Isle of Dogs.
Okay, you didn't say love.
No.
Oh fuck.
It's not paced super great. I think it was a tad long. A tad
They
long.
meant paste. Like a paste.
It wasn't. It wasn't pasted.
It wasn't the
paste
background was
wasn't-
not
There was
clearly wasn't
paste
pasted
all
properly.
over the screen.
No, I think it was paced.
Well,
the
not
pacing
bad
wasn't
it was.
too great. I think it lulled in the middle a little bit.
I could see that.
But I really enjoyed it. Went with Ashley, Tyler, and his GF. Ashley
She's
She has a
real.
name.
She's real.
Ashley hates stop motion. Also, not a big fan of talking animals.
Ooh,
Dude,
perfect.
How does she feel
you
about
should
aggressive
not
Japanese
have
talking?
married her.
She did not like this movie. In the opening, crawl when it says
Do
that
it.
all Japanese has been left in Japanese and bars have been rendered into English,
Should she leave?
literally turned to me and was like, "Oh my god, I can't even." And then she went to sleep and woke up for about 20 minutes and then went
I
back to
could
sleep.
see her doing that. I could
Savage.
literally.
Yeah, hated it. I, however, really liked it. I thought the voice cast was amazing from everybody. I thought they all brought their A game with it. Ed Norton is just hilarious.
Oh, tie in the score.
Yeah.
What?
Um,
the score.
I think I'd heard about the Japanese thing not being translated or subtitled really at all, and I was like, I don't know how well that's going to play. I think it worked.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much got when because there's a couple of different ways they translate it. Either Frances McDormand is doing a translation, or Greta Gerwig's character does a couple.
Or you just understand what's happening.
Or yeah, when that's not happening, you pretty much get what's happening with the Japanese characters, which I thought was great. I love the score. Score was
Me too.
sick throughout the whole movie.
The movie with Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. Because you mentioned Edward Norton, now you mentioned the score.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder.
No, sorry, man.
No. I don't. Even
Yeah, I really liked it. I really did. I thought there's a scene that's early on in the movie with a dog that dies, and I was like,
This is savage.
is that
It was violent
the way
in
the
parts.
story's going? Because I was not expecting that, and then
What the fuck?
something happens. It was not that. Nice little some twists and some family bonds that happen. It's nice. I like it. A couple emotional moments. And the animation was literally flawless. It was insanely well
You
made.
can't fault the craft.
Stunning.
Insane.
Stunningly beautiful, would you say?
Took 20 years to make this movie.
Yeah, apparently.
No
yeah.
idea, but
I
insane.
assume.
So you liked it.
I really liked it. Yeah,
Ty, let's move over to you. What do you think of Isle of Dogs? Do you love dogs?
I heard you chuckle a few times.
I don't recall. I did chuckle. A few
This is the
times.
review. You can
Oh,
speak.
I don't have to be
now.
vague about this. Okay, good. Yeah, no, I did chuckle a few times actually. There's a couple moments where there's a couple one-liners where just the way they're delivered got me. I think it was mostly Edward Norton.
Yeah.
The actual animation, I will agree, was flawless in every sense of the word.
Jesus.
I will say that I was expecting a little better from Wes Anderson.
Mm.
I'm not sure if it was story-wise or if it was something about it that just felt like this wasn't a Wes Anderson movie. I've only seen a couple of his movies. Like, it was something missing though that to me like didn't make it what it could have been.
I'm gonna look something up because I think I might know
It's
why.
literally the most Wes Anderson.
I don't know.
Like,
There's
it's
just
Might
very
be
Wes
the
Anderson.
most Wes Anderson.
no, just like not like
The
it wasn't.
style is super.
No,
Wes
no, the
Anderson.
style was Wes Anderson. I'm talking
Right.
about like
Quality?
Yeah.
Like up to par.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
Okay, yeah.
yeah. There's something like there's a quality from the movie like that was like I don't mean like something that was missing, but like a certain quality that I put him up on like a I put him up on a
You
pedestal.
love Grand Budapest.
I love Grand
You
Budapest.
do?
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
didn't love Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I did not.
So this is pretty darn similar.
This is similar. But
Stalking animals,
I
stop
did
motion.
like this more.
You did.
Really?
Was it Ray Fiennes? That's the one thing that was missing, I think.
No, I was looking
Okay.
up whether because I know that he
Voldemort.
collaborates a lot of stuff
Yeah.
with writers.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if this was like a sole writing credit for him or not.
Okay.
But he did collaborate with something. He
So-
also sole wrote Grand Budapest, which shattered my whole theory.
That doesn't work then.
Devastating.
Maybe it's because I only like him on his own.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't. Yeah, but there's
Wes.
just something about it though, like just quality wise. Like I wanted something more from him, and I didn't get it. But yeah, I thought it was very well done though. Very well done. I did like the cast. I do think that there was a certain sort of minor, like it was all just white guys. I'm just trying to get around that. There's a certain
hate
I don't know,
white people.
like
Did I
spice that
mention
was
that to
missing. You
'Cause
did.
That was okay. That was my.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's like this certain like
Okay.
just like it was hard to tell them apart after a while. Like
Really, they all have very distinct voices.
I know, but like there was like there was like probably like three of them.
No
that-
old white guy voices.
yeah, there was like three of them. But like I was like after
Bryan
after one,
Cranston, Edward Norton,
They all
Bob
have, like,
Balaban,
very
Bill Murray, Jeff Goldblum.
distinct voices.
I don't know.
Yes, but
See, every once in a while, I'd be like, okay, this one's talking. Oh, okay, that's Jeff Goldblum. It took me a while to actually get it though. Like I don't know why. Yeah, and I also agree with what you said, Scott. Like they could have done more. Like I feel like they were like kind of just playing on Japan. Like or was it Japan or was it Japan?
Japan.
It was Japan. Okay, just playing on Japan like stereotypes. I feel like they could have used less like sumo wrestlers. They showed like they showed like almost every Japanese stereotype you could think of. Like they could have done with less, I think.
Yeah.
But,
less is more in my
Is that
opinion.
what
yeah.
Adam, what do you think of Isle of Dogs?
I liked Isle of Dogs a lot. I thought it was quite good.
Didn't love.
Not perfect or anything. I can't give it the Fantastic Mr. Fox 5 bang.
Neither.
But it was very good, I thought.
Very gracious.
Literally some of the best animation I've ever seen.
I didn't
Obviously.
believe it was stop motion.
Yeah,
Like I literally don't believe that.
craziness.
It's insane.
Huh.
Yeah. It's
I'm being
literally
serious. I
insane.
don't believe it. I think he's fucking lying to us.
Must have taken forever. That's all. I can
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when was this announced? I'm like, how long have they been animating this? Like, it's
say.
fucking
Long nights for
absurd.
these guys.
They must have just 24/7.
Like the hairs on the dogs were moving
I was
fluidly.
just like,
Yeah.
when this comes out on 4K, that's all I was thinking about in the theater. I'm like, I need to count every single dog hair. Yeah, the use of color was breathtaking. Like even in the font, and like how it would come up with the big red and yellow, like you were saying, all dog voices have been translated to English. Like whenever it would do like a card like that, I was like, oh my god.
I did like those cards.
Just visually breathtaking. The sushi scene might be my favorite scene.
Yeah.
Just the way he cuts up that sushi. I was like, oh my
Put like
god.
2 pins in the fish and just like
Yeah. And like things like the surgery and stuff, just like every frame was amazing. Yeah, I loved all the characters. I thought the humor was great. I think the flaw for me was the pacing, though. It did have a dullness to it, like a dull stretch.
Mhm.
I don't know if it was like lack of score, but it just kind of had that like almost awkwardness, like when they're on the trash island or whatever.
Yeah.
A little dragging there. For sure.
Yeah, at a certain point, right? But no, for the most part, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked it a
Yeah,
lot.
I think they could have cut like about 10 minutes out. I don't know where you cut it because it's all kind of important to the story, but I feel like it's probably about 10 minutes too long for
It's
me.
almost like you're saying with the similarity in the voices.
Mhm.
I think that might have It might have added to the pacing because they
It
all
made
sort
it
of,
seem longer because
All
like
the sounds are similar.
that dull, like monotone, older white guy voice.
there was like I don't think there was very little score. I think when they were talking,
That's
it
what
was pretty much like
felt
dead
like,
silence in the back.
Yeah.
So I think that might have done it as well.
And just the line delivery was very like
Classic Wes Anderson.
it was very
But,
Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
It doesn't lend itself to excitement.
No, it's just like that. I'm just like watching it. Okay, and he just lets it breathe, like that awkward silence sort of thing, which I understand is all part of his like atmosphere and style. But yeah, it didn't work perfectly. But no, it did. I liked it a lot. I can't say it's better than Mr. Fox though.
Fantastic.
For me, it's like masterpiece.
Yeah, for me, I know I already reviewed it on a previous episode, but I will reiterate that
shut up.
I do like this movie. I think that
Hate
we you guys have touched on the craft. You know, I can't fault it. Honestly, masterful.
Still don't.
And the Wes Anderson like isms, like the style, like you said, the sushi and all that, those sequences, just the visual flair, and just his filmmaking, like directorial style, I think is just so unique, and I love that. But for me, you already touched on a couple issues that I had with it, as far as zero diversity, and also it's like 95% males, and the female roles are like
minimal
throwaway roles, like Scarlett Johansson's like window dressing,
I forgot she was in this. Yeah.
and like Tilda Swinton is like this like dopey oracle dog,
She was in this.
and that's pretty much and there's that like
the other dog, but I don't think she speaks, does she?
well, there's that young girl, that like
Greta Gerwig?
white girl, is that
Yeah.
Greta Gerwig?
Yeah. I thought she was
And
great.
that's it.
What?
But-
did you not?
No, I liked her. I just mean like the representation.
Yeah.
It's like all male, all old white men, but it's set in Japan, and just I don't know, just
You do think they balance that by having literally no subtitles, just people speaking Japanese?
but
Doesn't balance
that's
that
another
out?
thing
I
is
like
that part felt forced to me.
Hmm.
The Japanese
Really?
thing.
To me, it's weird that they had like all these dogs were in Japan, but none of them they all been translated to English, but none of them had like I don't know. I kind of would have wanted at least one to have like a Japanese accent, like just one. I don't know.
It's to me, it's a bit of a nitpick, but it's kind of when I started thinking about it, it kind of like skews my whole perspective on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just thought the Japanese thing, you know, I explained it before, but it's like if there was a movie about Canada, you know, it would be like a bunch of beavers, and then there's like a moose there, and they're drinking maple syrup and eating poutine with plaid shirts on.
That's all we do.
It's just like
That would be accurate.
it just seemed, and I know you touched on it already,
That's all
Ty,
that I
but
do.
it just seemed like a little forced, and maybe it's because it's Wes Anderson, like he's not Japanese, so he's looking at it from his point of view, like looking at Japan, like this is his view of Japan. But at the same time, I don't know.
Which is just weird if you think about it like that.
I don't know. It to me, it just felt a little forced. But yeah. Besides that, it's fun.
Cartoon.
It does drag a little bit in the middle there, but I thought it was quirky, funny. I did like, the cast did well. I can't fault the cast. I just wish there was a little bit more diversity there.
Diversity in the casting.
And it's a bit of a nitpick, but
To me, it's
I don't know.
if you have a black dog, get a black actor. You know, like do something, even something like that. You know, even something as simple as that.
well, I mean, just look at the Dr. Dolittle cast.
Yeah,
Right?
That's no idea.
insanely diverse.
You didn't see that?
No.
It's like
Oh
everyone.
yeah, you weren't here.
It's like black, white, female, male, every spectrum playing all these different animals. Like, why couldn't you do that with this?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, if you have a look at the cast, and like it's very diverse.
I think
the
it's
Dr. Dolittle
just
cast.
Wes Anderson likes working with guys that he's worked with before. It's just circumstance.
I guess.
I
Again,
don't-
it's a nitpick because
Yeah.
I do like the movie. It's just makes you think.
these things in this era it stands out. It's
Yeah.
true, it does.
His movies are extremely white when you actually think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
and
never
if you think about it, like
thought about it.
Grand Budapest, the only one who's like the only character I can remember that's like not white is like
Okay.
is
Zero.
like a bellhop.
Zero.
Yeah,
The main character, yes.
yeah. He's like
That's true. He literally does have a main character who's a minority in one of his movies, which is
That's pretty much it, though.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
for like all of his
Thinking
movies.
Fantastic Mr. Fox,
I'm
all
thinking back.
white
Yeah.
people voicing those.
Life Aquatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was the one Indian guy in Life Aquatic.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
Was it 0?
No.
No.
Okay.
Different guy.
Let's give our ratings and we can touch on some potential spoilers.
Oh yeah.
Yes, there is.
I don't remember what I rated it before.
You gave it a 3.5.
Yeah, heavy 3. Yeah, that makes sense for me.
Yeah.
4.
4.
Come back to me.
No. Rate it. Rate it.
That was so close.
No, we're not doing that shit.
You're not getting off this easy.
Give it a heavy 3.
Yeah, I was looking at heavy 3. Yeah.
Just give it a heavy 3, you idiot. 4.
Yes. Yes. Alrighty.
Well, let's move on to the spoilers. Fair warning if you haven't seen Isle of Dogs. It's been out for a little bit, so you
Go see it.
Go see it.
check it out.
What are you doing to
Listen,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It's either that or Rampage.
Support it.
Is there anything specifically you guys want to mention
Jeffrey Dean
spoiler-wise?
Yeah, I alluded to it.
Oh.
When you first
Yeah.
think that Spot just didn't get out of the cage and died,
Oh my god.
convinced me. I was like,
Fuck.
that was a quick.
Yeah.
This movie's going
Okay,
somewhere.
where's this movie going now?
Yeah, I was like,
how's-
savage. And then finds out it's Sport, which was kind of funny. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, wow.
Well,
Like,
you don't
shocked.
care
I was
about
like,
that
wow,
dog.
Shit, fuck me.
Watches sports
Yeah.
here.
And I love Bryan Cranston's character's arc. Great,
And done well.
he had the most
Very
development,
likable.
for sure.
Yeah.
very likable.
It was done well too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like he's an asshole and then he's cool.
Yeah,
It was like it was done like there was a really good transition.
Yeah.
Give him a wash.
you mush.
That shocked me. I was like, hey, he's starting to look a lot like
Spawn.
here. Maybe get a little brother action going. Kind of.
I almost wish it was about his character and the kid wasn't even in it.
Atari.
To me, I feel like
loved
it.
Atari.
To me, I feel like it
How
was.
dare you.
Like I almost like I barely remember any of our Atari scenes. Like it was
Yeah.
to me, it was
Well,
him interacting with.
Tara was very like one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it was mostly about the
It's
dogs.
cute, though.
Yeah,
That's why.
for sure.
Yeah.
I love the scene where they're going through that like factory, and they're like, "Wow, this worked. We'd be dead."
And then it just starts up.
Lava and shit. Yeah, I was like, "Oh no!"
I was legitimately, because I know Wes Anderson can get dark at times. I was legit worried that like he just murdered 4 dogs.
So was
I was like,
I
oh no, is this just going to be
They're not gonna come out.
Bryan
I
Cranston
thought
and
they were
Tara?
dead. I thought he did what Toy Story 3 couldn't and
Yeah.
just sent them into the fucking fire. I legitimately was like, did they just fucking
no.
die? And then
Oh.
when I cut back to the
Or like one of them just gets like murdered off like the side, like
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
knocks
just
it off. and
wrecked?
it's- yeah.
I like the, so weird to say, but I like the action scenes. Like I wasn't expecting, and same when I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox, there's like heist scenes. I love like the little fights and like the military teeth that were like shooting out. That was great. He had things that,
The fights, I just loved how it was
Right.
just they just had like cotton, like kind of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
the classic like cloud where they just jump in. And just,
Where
like,
there was smoke, it's just like a little.
there's like legs and like stuff flying out, and it's
Yeah.
just it's
and then
fun.
Norton's like, okay, you're gonna have to fight because you like fighting. It's like, what? I'm not fighting these robot dogs. I don't like to fight. Like
Let's
I just
put it
love
to a
the
vote.
banter. Yeah.
Anything
yeah.
else you guys specifically?
No, like just there wasn't like anything like
not super spoiler.
yeah, nothing like super spoily to this movie. The one thing I didn't like was how
Ooh.
quickly the what was their leader's name? What
The
was-
mayor?
The
Mayor
mayor.
Kobayashi?
Mayor
Kobayashi. He how quickly he just changed his opinion. Like on how like dogs are terrible, dogs are evil, and then all of a sudden like he just turns around and he has like a 3-second epiphany and no, I'm not an asshole. I
Kind of an asshole still.
he gave up his
Yeah.
kidney, so it's kind of hard to say that.
True.
Saw the love, man.
I don't know. To me, it seemed like way too. No,
Sorry,
what?
no.
No, it seemed like way too just way too quick of a flip for me.
It's the old baby driver scenario.
Yeah,
I didn't have a problem with that.
Literally the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, it is the same.
I do like the Oracle. That was pretty
Oh,
fun.
Yeah.
I thought that was what I was in
Like-
stitches. I thought that was the
Oh,
funniest
She
thing
called
of
him
all
like when they
time.
called her out on it.
Yeah, like, you're just looking. You just know how to like, understand the TV, right? Like the Weather Channel.
In one of her visions, it's just her looking at the TV. What?
It's gonna rain tomorrow.
It's gonna snow tomorrow.
So funny. Oh my god, I love this.
That was pretty good.
And I like the touch of like the 2D cartoons, like hand-drawn cartoons, as the TV
Yeah.
footage. I thought that was hilarious
Yeah.
too. I'm like, what? They just like forgot to animate this part. I just thought that was great.
Well, I think that'll do it
Wes.
for our review of Isle of Dogs.
Less is more.
Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at
Funny.
UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Upper Late Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Upper Tie.
Less is more. You can find me on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion about Isle of Dogs.
Do it.
And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.